If you have £10,000 sitting in a standard high street current account, you are effectively setting fire to £400 a year. Most people think their bank is a safe. It isn't. It's a casino where the house wins every time you don't pay attention. In late 2025, the lazy tax on British savers has hit an all-time high. Today, I'm going to show you the terrifying math of inflation versus savings in 2025. I'll calculate the exact opportunity cost of loyalty to your high street bank, and I'll show you exactly where I would move that $10,000 right now to stop the bleeding. This isn't by accident. The algorithm brought you here because you worked too hard to let inflation eat your lunch. Let's run the numbers. The inflation math. Let's look at the battlefield. As of late 2025, UK inflation is sticky. It's hovering around 3.6%. What does that mean? It means the price of your eggs, your petrol, and your Netflix subscription is going up by 3.6% a year. If your money is sitting in a current account paying 0% or a savings account paying 1.5%, your money is shrinking. Let's say you have $10,000. After 1 year of 3.6% inflation, that $10,000 can only buy $9,640 worth of goods. You didn't spend a penny, but you lost $360 in purchasing power. That is the silent thief. The opportunity cost. But the loss is actually worse than that. It's not just about what you lost to inflation, it's about what you missed in interest. This is called opportunity cost. The Bank of England base rate is 4%. This means banks can pay you decent interest, and the challenger banks are fighting for your cash. Right now, easy access accounts from providers like Monument or Chase are paying around 4.5%. High Saint Bank, $10,000 at 0% is £0 interest. Challenger Bank, $10,000 at 4.5%, Schalke 450 interest. Do the math. By leaving that $10,000 in your current account, you are rejecting a free $450 check every single year. Would you walk past $450 lying on the pavement? No. So why do you leave it on the table for Barclays or Lloyds? The tax trap. Now, a warning. If you move your cash to earn that juicy 4.5%, the taxman might wake up. This is the personal savings allowance. Basic rate taxpayer, earn $1,000 interest tax-free. Higher rate taxpayer, earn $500 interest tax-free. Additional rate, £0 allowance. If you earn $450 interest on your $10,000. Basic rate payer, you're fine. It's all yours. Higher rate payer, you're fine if this is your only savings. But if you have $20,000 saved, you'll smash that $500 limit and start paying 40% tax on the interest. This brings us to the ultimate shelter, the cash ISA. Quick disclaimer. Now, before we fix this, quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for education only. Always do your own due diligence and speak with a certified advisor before making financial decisions. Where to put the $10,000? So you have $10,000. Where does it go? You have 3 smart options in 2025. Option 1, the easy life. If you need the money for a holiday next month, put it in the highest paying easy access account you can find. Look for 4.5%. Ideally, use a cash ISA if you are near your tax limit. It keeps the taxman away forever. Option 2, the gambler's fallacy. NS&I premium bonds. The prize rate is currently 4.15%. Pros, 100% tax-free. Chance to win £1 million. Cons, you might win 0. Verdict, only use this if you are a higher rate taxpayer who has maxed out their ISA allowance. For everyone else, guaranteed interest usually wins. Option 3, the future you. If you do not need this $10,000 for 5 years, why is it in cash? Cash beats inflation rarely. The stock market beats it historically. A global index fund inside a stocks and shares ISA is the home for long-term wealth. But only, and I mean only, if you have your emergency fund sorted first. When cash is king, I'm not saying invest everything. That is dangerous. You need cash, but you need efficient cash. Your $10,000 might be your emergency fund. That represents 3 to 6 months of expenses for most people. If this is your safety net, it must be accessible. Do not lock it away in a 5-year fixed bond. But accessible does not mean earning 0. Chase, Monzo, and Starling all offer instant access savings pots attached to your current account. It takes 10 seconds to move the money. There is zero excuse for 0% interest. Here's the summary. 1. Check your current account interest rate. If it's below 3%, move it. 2. Check your personal savings allowance. If you're going to hit the tax limit, use an ISA. 3. Stop being loyal to banks that treat you like a statistic. $400 a year. That's a weekend away. That's a new phone every 2 years. That's your energy bill for 2 months. Claim it. It's yours. I want to know, who are you banking with right now? Are they paying you properly? Comment robbed below if you realized you're on 0%, or comment sorted if you're getting over 4%. Let's shame the bad banks in the comments. And if you want to know exactly how to set up a Stocks and Shares ISA for the rest of your money, subscribe and check out this video next.